Evolve or die. That was ominous, right? Hi, guys, it's Andy, and we are back for another podcast of Mindset Matters. And today we're going to talk about evolving, adapting, pivoting, becoming something new when presented with an obstacle, challenge, or something that just throws a fucking wrench into your process, right? So the reason that I want to talk about this is because, the app that I use to get these podcasts in is no longer going to be available to use. Now, it's still functional. Like, I can record it somewhere else and use this to upload it, but I cannot record directly to it, which is what I was doing. It was easy. You just push a fucking button and go. And so I could crank these out left and right by just pressing a button. It's easy. It made my life easy. I got used to it. I became comfortable. And now I get this email and oh my God, now I have to learn a new process and I have to learn something new. And oh my God, like it's so painful. Whew. But if I don't do it, what's going to happen? My podcast will just wither and die because I will no longer be cranking anything out. So yes, I need to figure out how to get these things out to you. Now, there are many ways to be able to record. And this is a simple example of having to pivot, of having to find a new method. But it just brought up so many emotions that I'm just like, and we have to deal with this all the time. Why is it that, like, when presented with an obstacle, my first reaction is to be like, no, not me changing again. Why can't everything just stay the same? Like, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if everything was predictable, if everything was just the same way every single day? That sounds so boring. So I get to evolve. I get to level up. And yeah, I might complain at the beginning, but you know what? Ultimately, it's probably for the good. It's probably going to find some other way in which I can give you guys these, and maybe they will present me with tools, because this app actually doesn't have like a lot of tools for me to like create something. Like, if you haven't noticed, like, I don't have an intro, I don't have an outro. Like, it's just very basic. It's just me talking. It's like, it's a cold start. It's like, all of a sudden you press play on it and it's like, hey, I'm Andy. Like, there is no buffer that will segue into me talking. There is no fanfare. There is no bells and whistles. There is no like audio or clips or music or anything in the background. It's just me talking. So maybe, just maybe, using another tool will get me out of my comfort zone. Like, oh my God, haven't I been talking about that so many times, about getting out of your freaking comfort zone? But here I am, so comfortable in my set ways that I don't want to change. I don't want to do anything. Like, ew. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, as I was saying, it's probably for the better. Because ultimately, it's going to expose me to different methodologies. It's going to expose me to other tools that I can use to bring probably a more powerful, more exciting, more enlivening podcast to people. And it might get me more listeners. Like, how can that be a bad thing? So, yes, let's talk about change. Let's talk about why we're so resistant to it. I really hate cliches, but I love cliches at the same time. If you look up the common definition of insanity, like, people always say, oh, it's doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome, right? And to some extent, yes, you want to have repeatable actions because they will lead to change in a sense. But there are some things that you need to do in order for it to be different, right? And, I have worked on this podcasting. I don't know, a little over 4 weeks now, a month. Like, has it been a month? I don't even know. But I have worked on this thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get listeners. I'm going to get listeners. I'm going to get listeners. But I'm still doing the same shit as I did on my first episode. The only thing different is that now I know how to work my stupid microphone, but I'm still doing it the same exact way. There has been no evolution in the past 30 blah, blah, blah episodes. It's just the same thing. Press record, say, hey, it's me. Let's talk about it. And the fact is that I want to bring a quality product. So when given the opportunity, me saying, oh, I don't want to change, I don't want to evolve, I don't want to learn something new is in direct contradiction to that. And many times I have run into people who do not want to change their way of thinking. Oh, when I go to a restaurant, I have to get the most fattiest, most deep fried food. Oh, when I go to the gym, oh, I have to do an hour of cardio. Oh, when I am with my partner, oh, I have to be nitpicky and mommy them. Oh, we have this way of thinking and we're like, why aren't I changing? Why am I not evolving? Why am I still stuck doing things I don't want to do? It's because we cling to the old ways because they're comfortable, because they don't force us to work hard. They're easy. Like, if you would have told me, let's say 5 years ago, that I would go to a restaurant and order a salad with a grilled chicken and be happy about it, I'm like, bitch, you lying. Like, because that is no way. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I see other people's burgers and pizzas and I'm like, wow, that does look delicious. But I know on the other side of that what it is. And yeah, when I look at my salad with my grilled chicken and the packet of salad dressing that I brought myself because no restaurant ever has low-fat dressing, when I look at that and I eat it, I'm like, yeah, I made a good decision. Was it hard? Yes, but I made it and it made me happy. So again, if you would have told me that that would have been the case 5 years ago, I'd have been like, no way, there's no way. But evolution comes with a price. Happiness comes with a price. Change comes with a very, very big price tag. Just everything that you are and everything that you do. But if you have goals, if you're somebody that's like me, that I always want better, like I always want to be my best, I want to be happy, and at the end of the day, rest my head and smile and think, yes, I did my best today. Maybe I wasn't perfect, but I did my best. I tried my hardest. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do it again. If you're like me, then change has to happen. It has to happen with the way you think. It has to happen with the way you act. It has to happen with the way that you view yourself, which is a freaking hard one. Because I don't see myself as somebody who is slim or fit. I don't have that view of myself. I just have my view of that I'm somebody who works hard. Somebody told me the other day, they were like, you know, because you're on the slim side. And like, I was like, what? You think I'm skinny? Oh my God. Like, really? Like, I was so excited that somebody acknowledged that I have a fit body because I don't view myself like that. I view myself as somebody who works hard because those are the things that I'm focused on the hard work. I'm focused on the hard work. And you have to be able to change the way that you see yourself. You have to be able to pivot, acclimate to these new circumstances and be like, yes, this is what we're doing now. I'm somebody who goes to a restaurant and gets a salad. Yes, I am somebody who I don't eat a whole pizza. I am somebody who drinks Diet Coke. Oh, sorry about that. It's about destroying old habits in place of new ones and becoming something better than you were becoming something better tomorrow than you were today. And that's hard. But if I got to do it, you got to do it too. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for me. I hope you got something of value from this today because, yep, we got to find this new program and, well, stay tuned for that because I'm sure I'll be talking a lot of shit about it. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.